Gonsalves was just talking about how at one point he could feel his back knee shaking. Could you see the nerves in him?
Not too much. I think it was a little bit more reflected on how many pitches he kind of overthrew and left up in his own. We know that the command at times can be a little sketchy. It's what's gotten into problems along the way. But, yeah, the second inning just kind of deteriorated in a lot of ways between, free passes and hard hit balls, and we missed a chance on that pop-up. It kind of fell in between three guys. So, it put us in a rough spot early. A lot of the guys came out of the pen and did a good job trying to keep us close. Cave gave us a shot there. But they just found a way to keep scoring at the end. We couldn't narrow the gap and get back in it. Made a little bit of a push there at the ninth, but we couldn't get that tying run up there.
And when the game speeds up, and Gonsalves said the game just sped up on him, it's tough to slow it down in your first.
Yeah, it's understandable. It's kind of amazing when you think about how much baseball you've played and play at these dimensions. The mound doesn't change, but you get out there in a different environment and big stadium and people and the expectation and the realization of a dream, and it can affect people no matter what your demeanor or makeup is. It's something that everyone's going to respond to a little bit differently. I'm sure he's going to learn from it, and I have a lot of confidence in that. But we'll move forward. That's what I told him. He came in, and I'm sure he was a little bit upset with himself. But that's how you learn. That's hopefully how you get better.
Conditions and a rain delay could have helped, right?
I don't know if it helped or hurt. He kind of got started, however briefly, before they decided to tarp the field, and then there was a lot of confusion about whether we were going to wait a while. The forecast was they were having trouble pinning it down, and finally we decided to start in the rain. So. Yeah, it's. I'm sure it added a little bit of something. I'm not sure, good, bad. If it gave him more time, worked in his favor or not. He got through the first inning, gave up a couple of line drives, but was able to get the first couple of strikeouts and put up a 0.
Kepler seemed to hit the ball pretty well tonight.
Yeah, it's good to see. We'd love to see a little bit of a run by Max. We know he can get hot and bunch some hits together, extra base hits and power. The ball off the wall was scalded, and then the homer. He doesn't go out that way too often in terms of home run potential to the left side of the field, but that one was driven on a high velocity fastball, so that was good to see.
He just missed one too, down the right field.
Yeah, he pulled the changeup. We're hoping it would hang on there. Usually I judge Smitty's judgment down there at first, and we looked at it on the replay, but obviously foul.
Looks like Drake is kind of taken to this bullpen too. Yeah. He's done a nice job. What have you seen from him?
A lot of good outings. Happy to see the command of 3 pitches. Curveball's a little bit used a little less sparingly, but a little more sparingly, wouldn't it be? So, but the split's been working, and he's got a nice angle on the fastball. He's had multiple good outings for us here as of late.
Gonsalves get another start?
I think so. Yeah. We're kind of looking at our bullpen more post game and how we're lining up and how we're going to rely on Jose tomorrow to get us a little deeper in the game because we're thin. But right now, I don't see that changing.